Hey guys, Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another Game Face Monday. I'm Arthur Early here with Richie Bello. Richie, what's going on? How are you? How was the holidays?
It was great, Arthur. How was your holiday?
Oh man, Richie, I feel like it's been forever. I mean, the holidays were great. Okay, Christmas was good. New Year's was good. And now we're back on the show, and I'm excited about today's show, Richie, because today's topic, Richie, is we're going to be talking about leads. Now, I know we've been going back and forth in the show talking about leads, and lead generation is coming in at the most efficient way right now, and a lot of dealers have been facing changes that we've been seeing in the past year in their marketing. So what I want to do is I want to discuss, okay, what they are, right, how they differ, and how they convert. But let's first talk about some of the lead providers and some subscription services by the lead. So let's jump on that a little bit, Richie.
Okay. Great, Arthur. So I'm glad you said that. So we're not ShopSmart is a lead gen. So let's talk about the leads we got. Okay.
Right.
We have chat leads, right? We have test drive leads, and we have your regular leads. But the only difference with the regular leads is that we bring in more data than any other leads.
Right.
So that's what the problem is. So that being said, we're totally all about the leads. All right. So how we get the leads, and there's a lot of softwares out there that you can see the traffic that ShopSmart has and our Alexa rating. How we get is we have a customer, right? We go get a budget for them, strategize it, and within 15 days they get the leads, whether it's test drive leads, whether it's regular leads. So we're not buying leads from nobody, because a lot of people think that could be happening. Well, we're not, because we have test drive, we have chat, and we also have the regular leads. But one of the things about our company a little bit different, let's talk about the demo leads. The demo leads, when somebody puts in that lead, if you look at the demo lead, you see your information with your cell. What we're doing is we're doing geofencing. Okay.
Right.
So we're getting that customer in your showroom apart from your effort with BDC. Not only that, are we doing that? When that customer leaves and doesn't buy, we have performance managers that talk to dealerships. They say, listen, this customer left and didn't buy a car. Great. Now we target them. Okay. Through geofencing, we take that location of that dealership, okay, with a 20-mile radius. And if that cell phone goes into another dealership, that's the only time they see our ad. All right. So we bring it back like in a boomerang. Okay. So every dealership has an active dashboard right now. So what we do, I send them their dashboard, and they put order now, and they start seeing their leads. They click on order now. Boom, it goes to my merchant account. Boom, they pay for it. They start getting chat leads, demo leads, and test drive, and regular leads.
Got it.
That's it. It's that simple, But every new car dealership and every used car dealership that has over 150 cars in inventory has a dashboard actively right now, just like everybody has a landing page right now.
Absolutely. So, another thing you're talking about the test drive leads and the email leads and the regular leads. There's a lot of other lead providers out there in the market right now. Can you just explain the difference between ShopSmartAutos leads versus the other lead providers? What a dealership is getting with ShopSmart versus any other lead provider that they might be currently using?
Okay, so let's first talk about what's different about us. we have unique to your inventory. So I don't sell that lead to 3 or 4 dealers. I only sell it to you because it's your car.
Right.
So I care about the end result. What do I mean by the end result? I care about the delivery. Okay. And why do I care about that? Because I'm a trader. So if the leads don't work, there's no such thing as bad leads. There is such a thing as a bad sales process. That there is. Okay. Because we have stores, and some stores do very well and some stores don't. The stores that don't do well, we turn it right over to a trainer. Because there's no such thing as a bad lead. Okay. They always blame the lead gen when the real truth of the matter is, okay, it's about who's handling that lead. That's it. And that has to do with trading, okay? Right. So I don't consider this ever a bad source on lead. I say you're at least thinking about buying a car. Well, guess what? I'm going to make that, and I'm going to paint the picture why you should buy a car. Not talk myself out of a deal, because I hear it on the phone. They talk themselves out of an appointment.
Right.
I hear it on the showroom. They talk themselves out of a deal, and they're giving up too much information. Because the first thing I do is when I sell you the leads, I go to your store for a day and just hang out and see what's going on. I see a lot of stores that handle that phone call like nobody's business, get that appointment in the door. When that appointment comes in, they turn every stone. And I see a lot of stores that just give out information. Customer says, I got to think about it. Okay, here's my business card. I see other stores says, I got to think about it. Right away, they say, what are one of the 2 things you got to think about? Is it the trade? What is it? You know, that's what it's about. Why does it work in A store and it doesn't work in a B store? And then it works in a C store. Why? Because it has to do with the people.
And the training.
So we provide the lead. We provide the lead. We provide the training. And we provide... If it doesn't work, if the lead doesn't work, hey, we're there to train your company.
Right.
We're professional trainers, not me, you know, people that train for a living, you know. Let's call it a spade of space. Am I a trainer? Yeah, okay. But I only know what I know from doing, you know. I don't know from flary writing or content writing or all these things. I don't do it like that. I know how to do it by what I've done. What you put a customer in front of me, and that's it. That's what I know how to do. I don't know by, you know, fancy content, by all this, by all. I'm not interested in that. You know what I mean? I just know how to do it by doing it. That's it, you know? And that's what the lead gen is right now. And right now, everybody's getting into lead gen because it's a better ratio. Listen, there's a company out there, AutoWeb, they're very good. Their products are very good. They got great leads. Mm-hmm. Some stores make it happen, some don't. If you look at their site and you look at my site where they get the leads from, my site has everything for conversion, has maps. When you go to their inventory, it says direction. It has a GPS right on there that drives them right to the dealership. With the phone number, with the hours. I got all that. Other companies, a great company. I got a lot of friends there. All it is inventory.
Speaking of conversion, Richie, let's talk about how these leads convert and how with ShopSmart we can guarantee the 20% conversion and the difference between that lead versus another lead as far as how they convert.
Well, let's talk about the guarantee. The guarantee is if you use our training and all that, that's how we guarantee it. Okay. In reality, we have plenty of stores right now where I'm taking the guarantee out soon So the deal is, if you don't call soon, you're going to lose that guarantee part. You're also going to lose the part of the training through Lightspeed at our trainers. Okay, so if you don't get on the program right away, because I tried it, and it's working really good for us. So you know what? There's a time where I gotta say, enough. That's it. I got to what I got to. I did A/B testing in the market. I'm not interested in doing A/B testing no more. Because I already know that I have the result. Pretty soon I'm going to start getting.
We know what works and we know what doesn't work. Correct.
Right. Pretty soon I'm going to start getting testimonials. So I'm glad you brought that up, because that's only going to be, let me tell you something, limited time only. The guarantee is for a limited time only. And also the training, the 6 hours complimentary, is for a limited time only. Because I don't have to do all this, because I already got clients, and more clients are coming, and I'm in the process of signing a pretty good size order group. So, it doesn't matter to me, And one lead I didn't talk about is, dealers, would you like to get customers that are interested in trading in their car? Well, guess what? I have a ton of leads for you from consumers in your inventory appraising their cars through Kelley Blue Book. So would you like those customers too? So I already made it a lead gen. So in the dashboard, there's going to be Kelley Blue Book lead. There's going to be all these other leads. So I have all these leads in your market. Would you like a customer that's in the market for trading in their car or selling a car? I think you would. Would you like a customer that chat with us and we have their information? Would you like a customer with our regular leads? And would you like test drive leads? I mean, I don't know. It's like other dealerships are on the program, so your competitors are on our program. I mean, it's like lead gen. That's all it is. That's why we did this thing with Kelley Blue Book. We have those leads. I mean,
right.
I have a couple of stores that they're going to be turning on Dealer Track, okay, in the next week. Okay, would you like leads to go to your Dealer Track too? That's another product, and that's complimentary, but it's only going to be complimentary for a limited time only.
That's it.
It ain't going to be forever, because once I get 10 stores that I see it's successful with Dealer Track, now I got to charge for that. So it is a great opportunity right now with this, and I think everybody should pay attention and be on it, because we have the leads. Now, let's talk about ROI versus ROA. What is an ROA, Arthur?
Return on asset.
So glad you brought that up. Return on asset. Okay. So that return on asset is, what is the biggest asset a dealership has? Their car.
Yeah,
their cars. Okay. Absolutely. What is their best commodity? Their cars. What is their worst commodity? Their cars. Okay. Why? Because of the depreciation factor. Okay. So dealers, do you want leads that are going to help you get an ROA? ROA. That's a pretty big number.
Yeah.
ROA is great, but what about your ROA? And where else is there an ROA? The more cars you sell,
service,
right? The higher your service department does. The more your service department does, the more your franchise value goes up. Dealers, you guys know, I don't have to tell you this, you're an investor. That's who you are. You're not a dealer principal. You're an investor. Do you want to turn $1 million a week, or would you like to turn $1 million every 90 days? I want to turn $1 million every week.
Right.
Because if I have a dealership, I'll lower my gross profit and make more money net profit than any dealership that's out there. Why? Because I'm turning my inventory, turning and earning. I'll lose 100 grand, but I'll get fresh inventory, and I'll turn it and turn it and turn it and turn it so quick that I'll make my money on the turn.
Right.
That's what I'll do. Instead of laying out a car with a $500 or $700 RO, leaving it in the lot for 90 days or 120 days because you're stubborn and you can't think outside your dots. You can't think outside your dots. You just can't help yourself. You cannot think outside your dots. That's it.
Well,
other dealerships that are big auto groups, that's what they're doing. They're turning their inventory. That's why these smaller groups are non-existing. I mean, you take the Lithia Motors, what they're doing. Are you kidding me? They had the biggest net profit in COVID. Hello, there's something wrong. When other dealerships are like going nuts because they're aging their inventory, we've noticed the bigger stores. There's a Ford dealership in my local area here in Orlando, has about 2,500 cars in stock. Okay. His cars, the average is 165 days.
Wow.
Excuse me? 165 days is his average on an average. Wow. That's really a pretty big issue. And he keeps doing Google AdWords, and he keeps spending a fortune on digital marketing. And it's an easy process. Just buy the leads. That's all you got to do is buy the leads. You get the training. You get test drive leads. Customers that are in the market to test drive your vehicle. Oh my God.
Your inventory, your stock numbers.
I got a phone call today at 9:00 in the morning from one of our partners, vendor in the car business, that told me, Richie, I don't think anybody is selling test drive leads. I don't think there ain't anybody that sells a test drive lead. That means it's tapped in to that car make and model with a scheduled date for a test drive.
And what that's going to do, what that's going to do is that test drive lead is going to drive that customer into the dealership. And let's just say that's not the car for them. They come in, they drive that car, and they say, okay, this car is black, but it doesn't have navigation or a sunroof. Let me take a look at that car. And that's the option they have when they're in the dealership. But without that lead, that customer would have never come into that dealership to even test drive that vehicle.
Right. And I'm glad you brought that up, because that test drive lead is a lot of money. I'm going to say that right now. I'm going to charge a lot of money for that. But you know why? Because I'm going to get that customer to go in your showroom. Right. And when that customer leaves the showroom that they say no to you, I'm going to bounce them right back in because of the technology of geofencing.
Richie, tell us a little bit about this geofencing.
I told you, you take, let's say they went to 123 Oak Lane Road. That's the dealership. I take that 20-mile radius because customers shop locally, right? I take that 20-mile radius, what I know the customer didn't buy, right? And I fence it. That's what geo is, geofencing, right? Now, when that cell phone goes into another dealership, they get a marketing right on their phone. Watch this. Before that customer goes in the showroom, we're looking at the date and we send them a reminder, your appointment for this dealership on this day.
Right.
So get the customer in the door. So we have our automation marketing ready to go. I offered this service to a dealership as A/B testing, and we're going to have them on there, and that's what's going to happen. Now, the good thing about that is the dealership, you're not going to have to focus that much on your BDC making the appointment because it's already an appointment, and then our automation marketing confirms the appointment. Okay? So, yeah, it's a little bit more, but it's a test drive. It's test drive leads. So that's what's good about that, you know. And I think that product line alone is going to be really, really good. Okay. We're going to start offering test drive chat leads, right? And that's the next thing, because everything is really, dealers want it really so, you want to put it so easy for the dealer. You want to do is the dealership to be in front of customers, because dealers are really good in front of customers. They're not really good as marketers. They're really not. Dealers don't know about marketing, digital marketing. You know, that's not what they do. They sell cars all day. What I do all day is digital marketing. You know, that's what I do all day long.
Absolutely.
You know? So you're good at what you do all day because you rehearse it, you practice it, and you know, and that's what you do.
And that's another reason why dealers should partner with ShopSmart, is because, you know, they're good at selling cars. They might not be good at the digital marketing, and that's where somebody like yourself and ShopSmartAutos comes in. They pick up the reins and say, "Let me take it from here. I'll show you exactly what I do. I do this all day, every day." And then boom, that, you know, their showroom is flooded with leads, that and their cars are going out left and right.
Right. And that's what the thing is, you know. And, you know, it's not just me. We have a whole team of digital marketing, and we have a few companies that just do digital marketing, like LookSmart, Clickable, and et cetera, that we're partnered with, you know. So we have a whole department about that, you know, content people. I mean, you know, and that's how we drive the traffic, you know. So, and, you know, it's public information. You know, all you got to do is go to Alexa and look at our traffic. It's just there. You know, it tells you what we get, how many unique visitors. It's not out there. You know, dealers. You know, you can go out there and see everything we're doing.
What is it? About 10, 11,000 unique visitors a day? Yeah, somewhere around there.
Right now, we're right around 12,000. Yeah, so, you know, a day. So, you know, I mean, that's what it's right, the public information, you know, you don't have to be like a rocket scientist to figure it out. It's all public information. That's the good thing about being online, that talk is cheap. It's there, it's online. You know, a lot of people say, you know, AI and all that. You show me a URL and I know what they have because information's out there. You know, a lot of people use that AI thing and don't really have that AI. Well, if you look up the Clickable story, we've been doing AI for the last, 9, 8 years. It's right there online.
Right.
With people that funded the company. It's not like something like, oh, no, you know, like we don't just use that as a marketing tool to get customers, right? We actually have it with investors that spent a lot of money on Clickable for the last 8 or 9 years. Because it costs money to develop AI. And it costs money to have a data warehouse. How do people say they have AI without data? When AI works with data, you know?
About AI, I know we have something called Smart Chat that's AI driven.
Yes.
Go into that a little bit and explain to the dealers and the people that are watching the show exactly how this Smart Chat integrates with AI and how it can help a dealership.
We have all the data, right? Because it's on there. So the chat that's coming in, we see it. So it starts learning based on zip codes, right? And based on the cars that they're looking for. Because we don't have that chat on the website. We have the chat on the inventory. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we have the chat. So it starts learning what to ask for. So if the customers are getting upset and opting out when you ask them for their name and phone number and all that, it stops. It comes into something else. It asks them something else. It learns as it goes.
Right.
But we got 100% people are telling us their information. 100%. We've had it for the last 45 days. So there's been no customer. Somebody says, I want information on the car. Now it learns it. Now it starts learning that that's what the customer wants. You know, and now it starts generating his own chat. It's a brain all by itself.
That's how. Yep. That's how.
So then if the customer tells them, well, no, I want to finance a car.
Right.
Then it starts learning that. It starts learning. It's a brain by itself. You know, that's what it does.
Right.
So, you know, as a matter of fact, I have next week, I'm going to show a chat that this dealership, I guess, promotes a lot of special finance. Right.
Okay.
And we started with the name, phone number, and email. This chat by itself is asking that. It's asking you, you know, you inquiring about credit.
Right.
We have all the chats, the customers telling them that they want to get the car financed, but they have bad credit. So now on that inventory, that's what that's using. Because of all the data that's coming through, when we ask for their phone number and that, it starts telling that my credit score is this, so it's all credit. I guess that dealership promotes credit.
Right.
You know? So that's what it does. It learns whatever it is.
And that's the great part about it.
What's interesting is we have the data of this chat, not a lot, but there's a lot of stores that I don't think have a really good sales process for the customer. I have one dealership. Okay, I'm not going to say where it is or anything, but I have one dealership that's getting a lot of problems with their finance process, that the customer was ready to get delivered and they change everything on them. I have all this data, you know? So I reached out to the dealership. I shared with them the data. And I says, whether you buy a car, but like whether you buy leads from me or not, I don't really care. I'm letting you know, because you should know what's going on in your dealership. So when I get these chats, I'm just going to call dealerships and give them this information, whether they do business with me or not, because I'm a business owner too. I would like to know that information. The customer puts their name and their phone number and their email, so it'll match with the lead they got or how that customer came into the door. Because the customer basically walked out in finance. I get at least one a week from that dealership.
Wow. They gotta streamline that process.
Yeah, they got a problem. So you know.
All right, Richie. So it looks like we covered, the different leads that we have. You know, the test drive leads, the regular leads, and the email leads. Before we wrap it up, Richie, is there anything else that you want to talk about in regards to how you can contact us or how you can get more information on these leads?
Yeah, just reach out. I mean, go to info@ShopSmartAutos.com and one of our sales team will get back to you. I mean, nationally, you know, here in Orlando or in Florida, we have people over there where you are. We got people, I believe, in Texas. You know more how many people we got than I do. Well, do we got people in Texas, I believe, right?
Texas, yep. Huge market in Texas. Huge market. Huge opportunity in Texas. Huge opportunity in New York. Huge opportunity in Florida. And especially a huge opportunity in LA right now, because what's going on with COVID out there is everything is shut down. So, people that are coming up on their leases right now are looking for alternative ways to communicate with the dealership. And by putting in the lead through ShopSmart, these are definitely one of the ways.
Right, and we basically got a lot of places covered, I believe. So, I really do. I believe that we have a lot of states, probably around all 50 states, I believe, covered between where you are, where the other guys are, and our performance managers. So, let us know. It's really a good product. We got a good team. We got performance managers, and I think it's going to be great.
All right, guys, you heard it from Richie, and also you can go to www.shopsmartautos.com. And until the next Game Face Monday, we'll see you then. Bye for now.
Take care.